Hola, buenos dias from Buenos Aires. Today we are going to check out one of the oldest pharmacies in Buenos Aires, and I hope it will be interesting. Let's check it out.
The Farmacia La Estrella is a functioning homeopathic pharmacy with gorgeous woodwork. It is known as one of the city's oldest pharmacies, still with its original decor. When May Revolution was almost 25 years old, the Argentine capital still didn't have a pharmacy. It was then that in 1834, former President Bernardino Rivadavia suggested that biochemist Pablo Ferrari would found La Estrella. Ferrari was a pioneer in Argentina and one of the most important biochemists in South America in that time. Despite selling diapers and Colgate toothpaste, it is kind of a living museum as it preserves its carved furniture, its mosaic floor, and many objects from its very foundation. When passing around the corner of streets Defensa and Alsina, you won't be able to decide whether you should buy an aspirin or take a photo. It is said that in the old days, pharmacies were located in front of churches so that customers could reach them more easily by following the tower. That's why La Estrella is across the street from the Basilica San Francisco.
Next, we are going to check out Metropolitan Cathedral. That is the cathedral where Pope Francis performed his last mass before he moved to Vatican. For that, it's not super interesting for that reason, but it's interesting because it has a very beautiful interior. So right here is Casa Rosada, and when you cross the street, right nearby you will find this Metropolitan Cathedral, which looks like more a museum.
Argentina has a wide variety of cathedrals, chapels, and churches, but there is one that stands out above the others. It is the Metropolitan Cathedral, which is one of the oldest and most important in the entire country. The origins of this legendary cathedral can be traced back to the very foundation of the city of Buenos Aires. Over the years, Buenos Aires went from being a newly founded city to a proper metropolis. With this change, the local administration decided that the cathedral could no longer be such a simple building, so plans began to build a new one. At the beginning, the Buenos Aires Cathedral was small, precariously built with wood, clay, and stones. However, this church was the most important in the city despite its fragile appearance. The new cathedral that took the place of the old one was also constructed from wood. However, because of different issues with its structure, it couldn't handle the weight of the whole building. In the end, the cathedral's ultimate version was finished in 1852. Nowadays, it holds the status of a nationally significant historical monument. The cathedral was constructed in neoclassical fashion, drawing inspiration from Italy. Elements of Greek aesthetics can also be found, particularly in the main facade, which is embellished with towering white marble columns. With a total of 5 naves, the corridors stretch so far that they almost appear never-ending. Inside the space is filled with an abundance of decorative items. Likewise, it's evident that the cathedral wasn't the work of a single architect, and its construction extended over more than 2 centuries. The diversity is reflected in the various architectural styles present, with some designs originating from the 18th century, while others are so contemporary that they were incorporated as recently as the late 90s. Inside the cathedral, you will find the significant altar honoring Martin of Tours, Argentina's patron saint. The central point of the altar is an extraordinary gold-plated wooden icon portraying the Holy Trinity. This icon is a precious relic from colonial times, a rarity that was carefully preserved. Crafted in the Rococo style, it was finalized in the late 18th century. The stunning church is a must-visit attraction in Buenos Aires, making it an essential stop on your city tour. You can visit the cathedral from Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. The Metropolitan Cathedral also offers free admission for visits, and there are guided tours available as well. These tours are conducted by experts who are well versed in the history of the cathedral, and there are also audio guides. It is worth noting that the audio guides come in various languages, although the most comprehensive ones are in Spanish. During these tours, you will have the opportunity to explore the Museum of Pope Francis, the Mausoleum of José de San Martín, the memorial mural dedicated to the Holocaust victims, and several other significant highlights within the cathedral.